Hi guys, welcome. In this video, I will be talking about how, as a student, you can file your personal tax return in Canada for $0. That's right, guys. You can file your tax return for free. I've been filing my tax returns for free for the past few years, and I thought, why not share this process with everyone? So this video will help you save the money that you would have paid to get your taxes filed, which could be anywhere from $20 to $50 for a simple tax return. So how can you save the money? There are many ways to file your taxes for free, but the easiest and most convenient way that I've found and have been using in the past is through a software called TurboTax, which is shown on the screen here. So you can also do your own research if you like, but TurboTax is Canada's #1 best-selling software. It's really simple to use and it guarantees a maximum refund among other claims on its website. Okay, so the first thing you would want to do is click on the link in the description below that will take you directly to the software's website. You don't have to download anything to your computer and you don't even have to print out any paper, which makes it even better and easier and more convenient to file your tax return. So first, after you click on the link, you will need to make an account, which takes like a minute. So you simply click on sign up, where you will need your email, pick a username, password, pick a security question, and click on create account. Then you need to create your profile using your name, your social insurance number, your birth date, province of residence, marital status, and assuming that you're only interested in filing your 2015 tax return, so the tax return for the year 2015, the answers to the other two questions will likely be no. Then you click next. After you've entered in your mailing address, to this next step, which is enter in your residency information. So here you would enter in your province of residence on December 31st, which just takes from seems to be your mailing address. And if your province changed in 2015, then you enter in the date of province change. We're going to assume it didn't change. We're going to leave that blank. Is your home address the same as your mailing address? We say yes. It could be no. If you click no, then you have to enter in your other information. I click yes. Assume yes for now. And did your Canadian residency change in 2015? We're going to assume no. So we click no. So it gives you a check mark there. Then it takes us to the next step. And then these are just some more simple questions that you have to answer to complete your profile. So are you Canadian Indian as defined in the Indian Act? Assume no for now, just for example purposes. Are you a Canadian citizen? Assume yes for now. Do you authorize the CRA to give your name, address, date of birth, and citizenship to Elections Canada? I say yes. This just helps them to update the voter information. So they send you a voter card every year or every time there are elections. Are you filing an income tax return with the CRF for the first time? I'm going to assume no. You own or hold property at any time in 2015 with a total cost of more than $100,000. Going to assume no. And in which language you wish to correspond with the CRA, because I'm going to assume English for now. If you were self-employed, I'm going to leave this blank, because I'm assuming that you weren't self-employed. Did you declare bankruptcy in 2015? Going to assume no. Were you in prison? Going to assume no. On 2015, December 31st, 2015, are you in prison? I'm going to assume no. Just click next. So that completes your profile. Now it should take us to the next step, which is, now that the profile is set up, you will need to enter in your tax slips. So here we go. So it's the green check mark here. That means this is complete. Your taxes, here we enter your slips and receipts. So in this simple tax return, I'm going to assume as you're a student, you would have a T2202A slip. So we search for T2202A. So here it is, Tuition and Education Credit Certificate. So this slip contains information about the eligible tuitions that you have paid, any part-time months that you've been in school for, full-time months, and this section is generally if you have TL11D slip only. So this section is for T22A slip. Okay, so I'm going to show you've entered in, so I'm just going to enter in example information here. University of Toronto, just say 8,000 for the whole year, and you were in school for 8 months. Just go next. So it has saved our T2202A slip. Next we want to, let's say you also have T4A slip, which is common for students also. Any grants, bursaries, or scholarships from the universities that would be reported on this T4A slip, and it's usually reported in box 28. So which is usually it'll have like under this box you'll have 28 and then the amount here. So basically if you have similar slip, you go to this form in this tax software and you enter in the information exactly as shown on the slip. So employer, so here we have employer's name from here to exactly to here, and then so in this case I'm assuming that you have only box 28 information for grants or bursaries. So here you click other information, scroll down to the very bottom, here you have box 28. So in this case I'm going to enter an example information, so I'm just going to say University of Toronto again, and then in box 28 I'm going to say, say you got scholarships of $5,000, and I'm going to click next. So it saved our T4A information as well. And I'm assuming that there were no other slips for this example, and then I just click home. So after you've entered in all slips, it's time to review the tax return. So you click on review. So here it says if you change your name, address, or direct deposit information or date of birth, you must contact CRA directly and inform them of the change before you file the return. So I acknowledge this warning because there hasn't been any change in this case. I don't need to contact the CRA. If there's any change, you can just call the CRA and then update the information. And the second warning is if there's any unused portion of education amount that you wish to transfer, you have to do that yourself. This program doesn't do it because that would be in your filers. So the person you're transferring the credits to, they would have to include that in their return. So we acknowledge it and we go next. And then here is the summary of our information in this example. So given that you're a student, you generally would not have any taxes owing, as you wouldn't have employment income or any other sources of income, and all your tuition credits from your eligible tuition expenses would be carried forward that you can apply against your income in the future years to reduce your taxes payable or get a tax refund. So basically here we see the summary shows the total income, which is from our T4A slip, which was our scholarship that we entered. Taxes are 0, which should be correct because scholarships are not taxable if you're a student. And your total taxable income, tax refund is 0 because we didn't pay any tax, so there's no refund that we can get. And then we click next. And then we click finish up and file. So basically you can file it online through the net file option that CRA has, but here it's giving me a message that for 2015 tax filings the net file is only available starting February 15th, which is in a few days. So I guess for now we can't really net file the tax return yet, but you would get like a letter from the CRA, or you could call the CRA to request a net file number. And so you basically, here it would ask you for a net file number, you enter that in, and you can easily file your tax return online to get any refunds that you may have immediately, to get that processed as fast as possible. And so it's pretty simple. So in this case, I'm just going to click back for now. So here you are, guys. Hopefully this video gave you some guidance needed to file your own tax return, and you can save yourself some cash while doing so. Share, like, and subscribe this video for more future videos, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I will try to respond to the best of my knowledge. Thanks for watching, guys.